Right, we're back again at EVworld. This time we're inside our Brit electric camper van that we're using for a bit of a studio here this weekend. And with me I have Dave Boot from EV City. Thanks for joining us here.
No, thanks very much for having me, Richard.
So, EV City, it's a car dealership based in Christchurch.
Yes.
That focuses exclusively on electric vehicles.
Yes,
now,
sale of electric vehicles, that's us.
That must have been a bit of a brave move to take to go wholeheartedly into electric at a dealership site.
I suppose so. A lot of people have said that to me. At the time I was thinking, geez, we've really got to be first. There's an obvious market coming for EVs. I was working at a dealership that sold a few. And like every dealership at the time, they had a few. But what I quickly realised is so many of the customers coming in knew much more about the product than any of the sales team. The customers that were coming in, being the early adopters, were always the very well-educated, very interesting people. And I thought, heck, there's a market here that'll really, that I think I'll really enjoy. I've always wanted to do my own business, so I dragged along my father and my wife, and here we are, a year later.
And it's all going well?
Yeah, we're really enjoying it. There's been, this industry is fraught with challenges. It's such a topical industry. It's sort of a piñata that gets, or a football that gets kicked around by different political parties from time to time. It's always very topical, but at the moment our experience so far, Richard, is no news is bad news.
And how do you kind of differ from a normal car dealership other than the fact that you just stock those electric cars? I mean, I know you guys do quite a bit of education and community work.
Big thing, Rich, is education. So many people have got really good ideas and different ideas on what's the best way to incentivise people. And that's really topical at the moment. We're talking about government subsidies and the clean car discount. What's going to incentivise people to buy EVs? And the biggest thing is education. Two different camps: the people who have driven an EV, the people who haven't, the people who love EVs, the people that don't. And really, our challenge is to get the people in, to educate them enough to get them really excited, and then the sales fall in place. But education is key. It's the absolute key to selling it. Incentivising people to do something they don't really understand is never going to work. You've got to actually teach them and get them to be really honest with themselves about what they do with vehicles. So many of our customers come in and their initial objections is, what about my trip? What about this one trip I want to make from here to Rotorua without stopping? You've really got to stop them and say, how often do you do that trip? Let's think about how you use a vehicle 99% of the time, rather than what's convenient about petrol vehicles.
So how do you, I mean, obviously you've got that one-on-one element, but you also hold things like education nights and movie nights and so forth at the dealership?
Yeah, we do a lot of that. It's a lot of good fun. We've cut that lovely little Nissan Leaf of ours in half, and that's really attracted a whole lot of...
X-ray?
X-ray.
As you can see on the cover of the most recent EVtalk magazine?
Yeah, it's sort of a name that was adopted just by people. One of our staff, Jordan, actually said, we've got to call it X-ray because you can see right through the thing. It's had a lot of unintended side effects, obviously. X-ray was designed to answer some really simple questions, Richard. Where are the batteries? It's not really that great saying, well, they're just under the floor. Cutting a hole in the floor and telling you, that's the battery pack. That's what it looks like, is much easier. But X-ray's had so many unintended consequences. It's been to a lot of different schools, doing school talks. One thing we're really enjoying is doing first responder training with firefighters. They want to come and they want to learn how to make themselves safe if they find an EV on the side of the road upside down, or in a paddock, or in a ditch. So yeah, we're all about outreach, education. We are looking at appointing someone as a full-time educator, and that's something which I don't think too many dealerships really see as part of their role.
No, that sounds like a massive investment.
Yeah, but it is. But you've got to, as I say, you've got to grow the community by educating them. Always when you're doing advertising events or when you're doing outreach events, there's no real tangible benefit. You don't immediately see people flocking in. We did one school visit recently on a Friday, and on the Sunday a gentleman came in with his son, and he said his son hasn't shut up all weekend about this EV that came to his school on Friday. So here we are, and they bought one. That's one of the few cases we've taken away of one of these outreach things we've done coming back to roost straight away. There's always the old question about advertising. It doesn't matter what you do with advertising, 50% of it's wasted. You just don't know which 50%. But we're big on the education, and we're really looking forward to growing this industry through educating people.
Now, obviously, this mix is working for you in your home city of Christchurch. Any thoughts to expand that EV City brand and that effort outside of the South Island?
It's always tempting, but there are so many good operators throughout different regions. I mean, you've got GVI here in Auckland, Auckland City EVs on the North Shore, Steve in Taupo, I mean, what a hero he is for a lot of us, Darren down in Dunedin. There's so many people doing a really good job geographically where they are. One thing we really love doing is spending that hour with our customers when we're handing over the keys, making sure they understand everything. And when you're doing a delivery to a remote location, that's where your service really, you can't give what you intend to give. So we're not planning a massive expansion or anything like that. We're just planning on doing things better with the customers we've got, serving our customers better, doing a better job, growing the education market in Christchurch.
Now, the New Zealand EV market the volume so far has largely been pushed by the used import side of the trade, which you operate in. As we see more new EV vehicles coming into the market, do you think the nature of how they're sold and the awareness is going to change? Do you think the market will change at all as those new options become available?
Yeah, I think it'll widen up to a different market that's not there already. Certainly more fleet buyers will be able to get them. We need more fleet buyers buying them. The more that are in fleets for 2 or 3 years, the more that there will be in the used market. I do worry that some of the manufacturers and some of the makers that had them at the moment have inherited a really good product, but they really need to identify champions within their own brand to get out there and really sell the product and adopt the product. You know, so much of sales is driven by passion, and unless the people who are selling them are actually enthusiastic and are passionate about the product, it could be a real miss for some of those retailers that have tremendous products coming to them, but without the real enthusiasm and the passion for sales, it could be a bit of a miss for them.
And of course, at the EVworld conference this week, you and your business have been named the EV champions for this year.
Yeah, it's a really nice
Congratulations.
recognition. Thanks. It's really nice recognition. Thanks to Conference and Welltech for putting up the award. It's really an award not for me, it's from the staff. The staff do such a tremendous job. They are the most passionate people you'll ever meet. And to those customers who really adopted the way we did things and really responded really well to them. But it's really nice to have that, I suppose, recognition for the hard work that the staff have put in.
Fantastic. Excellent. And yeah, great. You can head back to Christchurch with a nice trophy for the dealership.
We might have to have a little wee party or something like that, celebrate with some soy milk lattes or something like that.
No worries. Look, thanks for joining us for another video here from EVworld. Of course, you can pop into EVworld both today and tomorrow and check out X-Ray, which is just sitting just overshot out that way. You can also find it as I was showing on the cover of the latest EVtalk. But keep following our YouTube channel or the EVtalk Facebook page for more. Thanks so much.